You have been lied to. Not by your enemies, not by strangers, but by the very teachers you trusted most. You visualized, you affirmed, you believed, and still nothing changed. Your bank account looks the same. Your relationships feel the same. Your life is the same. And you sitting here thinking, maybe manifestation just doesn't work for me. But what if I told you? It's not your fault. Neville Goddard, the man who understood the human mind deeper than anyone in the last 100 years, he gave a warning that almost nobody talks about, a warning that is sitting right there in his lectures, but 99% of people completely miss it. And that warning is the exact reason why you are still stuck. Stay with me, because the next 15 minutes will change how you see everything. The problem. Why most people get manifestation wrong. Let me ask you something honest. When you try to manifest something, what do you actually do? Most people do this. They close their eyes. They imagine their dream life. They feel good for a few minutes. They open their eyes. And then they check their phone. They look at their bank balance. They talk to someone who reminds them of their problems. And just like that, that beautiful vision they just created is completely destroyed. This is the cycle. Visualize. Doubt. Visualize. Doubt. And Neville Goddard saw this happening. He watched thousands of people come to his lectures. He watched them take notes. He watched them go home excited. And he knew most of them would fail. Not because they were lazy, not because they were unlucky, but because they were missing one critical thing. He called it the feeling of the wish fulfilled. But here's what people get wrong about even that. Neville's hidden warning. Neville Goddard said something in one of his lesser-known lectures. He said, most people imagine from their problem, not from the solution. Read that again. Most people imagine from their problem. What does that mean? When you sit down to visualize more money, where are you visualizing from? You are visualizing from a person who needs money. You are visualizing from a person who is afraid. You are visualizing from a person who doubts. You can picture a mansion all you want. But if the person doing the picturing still feels broke, the universe receives only one signal. Broke. This is Neville's hidden warning. He said the biggest mistake people make is they treat imagination like a wish list, like ordering from a menu. I'll take one perfect relationship, please, and some extra money on the side. But manifestation is not ordering from a menu, Neville said. You must become the person first. Inside. Not pretend. Not fake it. Not force it. Become. There is a massive difference between imagining having something and imagining as someone who already has it. One is a fantasy. The other is creation. And that is what 99% of people never understand. The shift. How to actually do it right. So how do you fix this? Neville gave a very specific method. He called it revision. And combined with the right state of mind, this is what actually works. Here is the exact process. Step 1. Stop affirming. Start being. Every morning, before you check your phone, before you speak to anyone, spend 5 minutes in silence. Ask yourself one question. Who would I be if my desire was already real? Not what would I have? Not what would I do? Who would I be? A person with financial freedom doesn't wake up anxious about money. They wake up calm, grateful, focused. Practice that feeling every single morning. Step 2. Revise your day every night. This is Neville's most powerful and most ignored technique. Every night before sleep, replay your day in your mind. But change it. That moment where you felt anxious, revise it. See yourself calm and confident instead. That conversation where you felt small, revise it. See yourself speaking with power and clarity. Neville said, Sleep is the door to the subconscious mind. Whatever state you fall asleep in, your subconscious accepts as real. So fall asleep as the person you want to become. Step 3. Live from the end. This is Neville's most famous teaching, but most people apply it wrong. Living from the end doesn't mean pretending you have things you don't have. It means making decisions today as the person you are becoming. A person who is healthy makes healthy choices today. A person who is abundant thinks abundantly today. A person who is loved gives love today. You don't wait for the outside world to change first. You change first. And then the world has no choice but to reflect your new state back to you. The deeper truth. What Neville really believed. Now I want to share something deeper. Something that most Neville Goddard channels never talk about. Neville Goddard was not just a manifestation teacher. He was a mystic, a biblical scholar, a man who believed something radical. He believed, you are not a human being trying to reach God, you are God, experiencing being human. He said, consciousness is the only reality. Everything you see around you, your home, your relationships, your bank account, is simply a reflection of your most dominant state of consciousness. Change the state, and the reflection must change. This is not positive thinking. This is not law of attraction. This is something far deeper. Neville called it the law of assumption. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you assume to be true about yourself and your world. If you assume life is hard, life will keep showing you evidence that it is hard. If you assume you are always unlucky, the universe will keep confirming that belief. But the exact moment, you shift your assumption, everything shifts. Not tomorrow, not next year, it begins shifting now, in ways you cannot even predict. So let me bring this home. You have not been failing at manifestation because you are weak. You have not been failing because you are unworthy. You have been failing because nobody told you the real warning. The warning that Neville Goddard gave. You cannot manifest a new life from an old identity. The outside world changes after the inside changes, not before. So starting today, do these 3 things. 1. Every morning, ask who you would be if your desire was already real. 2. Every night, revise your day before sleep. 3. Make one decision today as the person you are becoming. Just one. That is how it starts. Not with a vision board. Not with 100 affirmations. With one decision. From a new identity. If this video opens something in you, if something clicked, subscribe to this channel. Because we go deep here. We don't do surface level. We don't do fake motivation. We study the real teachers. We share the real methods. And we grow together. I'll see you in the next one.